Hey, Arcturus here. Today, we're looking at two sets for LEGO Marvel. Set 76216, Iron Man's Armory, with 496 pieces, and set 76212, Shuri's Lab, with 58 pieces. Each set comes with multiple minifigures. Shuri's Lab comes with both Shuri and the Black Panther, as well as a small lab build. At only 58 pieces, that's why it's included with this review. Iron Man's Armory, however, comes with many minifigures, including several different forms of Iron Man, Whiplash, which I believe is from the second Iron Man movie, Warmachine, Nick Fury, Pepper Potts, and a non-Iron Man version of Tony Stark. As a fair amount of detail showing off Iron Man's Armory. So here we have the completed Iron Man Armory. Lots of minifigures, lots of Iron Man parts and various styles, as well as a nice little car. So we'll start off by, let's look at the actual armory display, which is the more prominent feature on the box. So we'll slide this stuff out of the way real quick. Pick this up. So here is the Iron Man display section. Bit with a gun, which has the stud launcher in it. Try not to launch that across the room. That makes use of lots of these clear blue pieces, little fire extinguisher type thing, Iron Man flight wings, and then a set of Iron Man legs. I believe these are supposed to tie to the Iron Man torso that's on the operating table, as it were. So you do get this nice Iron Man wing type thing. Some blue pieces in there to make it look like the blue energy from him flying, and it can just slide onto a minifigure through this hole here. Just slides right onto the minifigure. Or you can set it onto here on the base. These are some additional blue lighting, or to kind of light up the display for the armory. But they're just a clear blue plastic piece that just slides in. Very easy to put together. So that's really the main portion from the armory on the box, or one of the big pieces of it. You get a little tool bench with drawers, nothing in the drawers, but you could put things in there. Like I'll probably put this little stud from the stud launcher in there and let it close. You get like wrenches, some tools. I have no idea what that thing's supposed to be, but it's some sort of Iron Man toolkit working. Make a little lamp for it as well. And then you also get a micro figure. It's another workbench where you get like a Iron Man hand style thing. It doesn't actually attach to anything, unfortunately, so it just kind of sits here. Very easy for that to get lost. Then you have an extra helmet to sit on the desk. Much like the other Iron Man helmets, it does open and close. Over this clear blue head-shaped piece. I guess it's technically a head piece, but it's not actually a head, so it's a little difficult to name that. And that just slides onto a stud very easily. Little chair for the computer desk. Like the others, these don't really attach to anything. These are sticker pieces, unfortunately. Clear. No, these are not. These are the two non-clear stickers. Just to do blueprints. Those look okay. Most of the stickers in this set are clear. Such as these here. I don't like these as much. I think these taller ones are better. And I'll show you guys those in a second. Because these blocks have the studs, or the connection point for studs, and you can see them through the sticker because it's a clear background sticker. I think that just doesn't look very good. Another Iron Man torso that's being worked on at the workbench. you could take this torso and attach it to the legs in the armory display section. Robot helper, some sort of other robot helping thing. I'm not actually entirely sure what that's supposed to be. Some nice Iron Man display pieces. I'm not sure how well these are visible through the camera. Just a standard Iron Man suit on that one, the Silver Centurion on this one, and then a Mark 1 reconstruction on this last one. Again, on those clear blue plastic or translucent blue plastic pieces. Mine did come quite scratched. A lot of the clear blue plastic came fairly scratched just from being in the bag. But it's not super noticeable now that it's assembled. It was more noticeable when I was putting it together. And with the stickers on these, it's not as noticeable, but mine did come quite scratched. Then we have some more stickers. So we have like Expo tiles, and they kind of can line up like so to give you a completed Expo banner, where they can stack and they do actually fit inside the car. And here, this little catch, a little L-shaped piece. There's also a sticker here in the car. I'll just slide that out so you can see just the car dial. Several stickers in this set. I shouldn't say a lot, but several stickers in this set. Nice little car, though. It's actually quite nicely put together. Rolls just fine. There's two sides to these hubcaps. Do try to put the correct side outward. I had to attach some of these because I put them on backwards. It's got little lights for the headlights. Enough room for a minifigure. You could probably slide a second one in there, though it might be a tight fit. Speaking of minifigures, actually we'll get to that in a second. The last portion of the build is this sort of fountain style piece. Although I think this is supposed to be an arc reactor under here. Just a little fountain shaped thing. Nice smooth tiling on most of it. Then we're left basically with the minifigures. Several forms of Iron Man in this set. So here we have, I believe this is the Silver Centurion. It's listed as the Iron Man Mk25. Has these little blaster pieces with some yellow and gray bricks, as well as yellow shoulder armor. Also has a gray Iron Man style suit with silver printing on it. Some leg printing on this figure as well. And a lot of detail on this figure, and then some yellow piece printing here on the back as well. So it comes with these yellow pauldrons. Just a blue head for this one. No real details on it, but it does come with the openable Iron Man helmet, which does have a lot of details. And the silver for the eyes here is actually quite shiny. So here we have the Mk25, and great detail. No face printing, of course, because it's just a blue head on the inside, and there is no gaps for the eyes to come through on that helmet. I don't know if you can see that there, but there's no eye holes or anything. So that is the Mk25. Then we have a Iron Man with sword. I don't actually remember when he used a sword, but it looks cool, so I'm okay with that. Just a clear blue piece, very similar to that same blue there. A little bit of detail, not much on that. Also with the blue head for the interior, not a lot of Tony Stark heads in this set, but you do get at least one. And you have, of course, a bunch of detailed printing here on the front and the brighter portion for the eyes. I believe this is the Mk85. Yes, this is the Mk85, so it is supposed to go with these wings here. Those can just attach, and they just slide off. I'll just put them on for you real quick. They just go on very easily right there. We'll slide the lid back on. I'm sorry, the helmet back on. And then we're left with the Mark 25. Now it does stick a little bit of a gap here. It's not quite a gap, but you can very easily see where that connection is. But I think overall it's okay, especially if you go in and give him the sword to fly around with. Like so. Lots of detail, leg printing, golden arms as opposed to red. Solid Iron Man printing, I think. Both the Mark 25 and Mark 85 are very nicely printed. Now we have two more Iron Man suits. There's technically a full-sized Mark 3, which I think is the Mark 3 is actually this helmet, this set of legs, and this torso. I don't have it assembled, but you could easily assemble it and get that extra Mark 3 out of here. So here we have Warmachine with his shoulder blaster, similar type attachment, just uses a thinner piece here for where the neck is, as opposed to the wings. I'm going to slide that off so we can see the back detail. There's the back printing here, and you can see, very different from the Mark 25, and of course it's in gray, unlike the red Iron Man suits. But like the Iron Man suits, you get leg printing, including foot printing. So lots of detail here. A tiny bit of red here on the center of the chest. Seems fairly accurate to me. Single-sided head printing for Rhodey with a smile on his face, and then also an openable Iron Man style helmet. Red eyes on him, as opposed to the white or blue eyes on the other Iron Man. Just leave that off for a moment. Then we have Whiplash from the second Iron Man movie. Comes with these clear blue chains, which could be useful for other builds. If you were going to, say, build a ghostly pirate ship, those could be very useful. Also comes with some pauldrons and a hairpiece with a ponytail. Some printing here on the back, along with a second face print. Nice detail on this. More similar to the Warmachine print, but not identical. So, it does have unique prints for each of these, or as unique as Iron Man prints can get. Lots of detail on the legs there, as well as on the feet, as well as a grimacing face. He does also have a helmet. His helmet does not open, though. It's just a single piece. Just slides on like so. Some molding there on the back, much like the Iron Man helmets, but a very different sculpt. Very different print than the Iron Man suits. It also comes with Pepper Potts. She does have just the black legs for her pants, but does have some details there on the chest. Not much detail, and there is some more on the back, along with that dual-sided face printing and the molded hairpiece with ponytail. Also comes with Nick Fury. Similar type torso with some printing on the back, but very different front printing with the gray undershirt, black leather jacket that kind of goes down onto the legs. So that's just a nice extra little bit of detail. No real leg printing except for the section from the jacket. So there is leg printing, of course, as you can see. No arm printing. There is an eye patch. There's only a slight gap on each side for the connection between the printing. But beyond that, there we have Nick Fury with his eye patch. Also comes with a Tony Stark head, which you could put on any of the Iron Man. Just standard gray legs here, no real special details. Got his goatee, some printing on the shirt there, some back printing, and of course an Iron Man in helmet view with the blue display. If you run him with just hair like that, it does come with a hairpiece. Nice little details there. So we'll slide this a little out of the way, as we do have one more set to look at, and that is Shuri's lab. mostly out of the way. Don't have a ton of space here. So here we have Shuri's Lab, which comes with 2 minifigures, both Black Panther and Shuri. Also comes with an extra set of Black Panther cat ears. Spear, clear blue shield that just slides in there. Spear slides through that hole there, along with a sword as well. This is a launchable. Trying not to launch it across the room. But this is actually a printed piece. No stickers needed on that one. Some clear blue, just a small little lab. That's a 58-piece set, so there's not really a ton going on. Little track car. And then the Black Panther figure with that ear top piece. Some nice silver printing there on the chest and face. And some back printing there on the head, though no additional face details, of course, as well as those little Black Panther ears. Then we also have Shuri with 2 arm or hand energy blasters. Slide those out. No arm printing on her, but there is plenty of detail, though also no leg printing. Just torso and face printing. 2 different faces, of course. More serious and then one more happy, as well as a unique, I believe, unique hairpiece. So very small set, not much to talk about there, other than all of this was enjoyable to build. I think if I'd paid full price for these sets, I'd be a little disappointed with what I got. The Shuri's Lab set was just under $5 for me at $4.86 over Black Friday this past year. I think that's a reasonable price for the set. If it was the full price of $10, I would not be pleased with what I got for a 58-piece set with 2 minifigures. $10 is just too expensive. Likewise for the Iron Man Armory set, I got mine for around $45. I think it was just on sale for, and if I get this out close enough to Christmas 2023, might still be on sale for around $50. So normally the Iron Man Armory goes for $90, and I think that's just too expensive for the set. Yes, you get a lot of Iron Man figures, so if you are really interested in Iron Man, really love the figures, and they're figures that you want, then by all means, I think it's decent. It was a nice sale over Black Friday. Of course, that time has passed, but it may still be on sale currently. It was on sale again over the Christmas, New Year time frame on Lego for about 30% off. So there is that, if that is something you'd like to pick up. Otherwise, I do think with the Lego Marvel sets, you often do not get enough minifigures and pieces to really justify the costs. I get that a part of the costs is definitely because of the licensing agreements, of course, but I do think the prices are quite high, especially for what you get, especially for these small sets here like Shuri's Lab, where you're looking at, 50 pieces for $10. That's not a lot. It's very expensive. I'm not really sure how kids are getting these days, considering the price of Legos. Just a fact of life these days that things are more expensive, but Legos being one of them. Just to hope you've enjoyed this look at these 2 sets. If you have, please consider subscribing and leaving a like on the video. And if you'd like to leave a comment below, I do read them, though I don't always reply to them. That's all for this week. I'll see you guys next time.